After the time of World War I, Great Britain was a nation of pride and a growing economical influence. They managed to defeat Germany in naval combat and in a naval arms race. But when Germany made a grab for power once more, it was clear that Great Britain and the later on Allied nations had to take actions against the frantic rise of Nazi Germany. Their biggest contribution to this world war was Operation Overlord, better known as D-Day. After World War I, Germany had huge debts which they would have to pay to the rest of the world. The Reichsmark lost its value, and this caused it to become near to worthless. If a male worker was paid, he would wheelbarrow the money to his wife, which then would go to the bakery with it to buy a bread. This caused unemployment and anger under the German people and allowed political extremists to rise. A young man known as Adolf Hitler, the leader of the Nazi Party, used this opportunity and made promises to regain the former power that Germany had. These promises, based on the current problems of Germany, made him popular under the German populace, but he was hated by the current government. After taking over the government, he made these promises come true and started conquering other countries, which unfortunately led to World War II.
Liegt die Zukunft des deutschen Volkes. Wenn wir selbst dieses deutsche Volk emporführen durch eigene Arbeit, durch eigenen Fleiß, eigene Entschlossenheit, eigenen Trotz, eigene Beharrlichkeit, dann werden wir wieder emporsteigen, genau wie die Väter einst aus Deutschland nicht das Schild erhielten, sondern selbst nicht schaffen mussten.
Great Britain was from the start on against the methods and the goals of the Nazi Party. They immediately started to prepare for a war because they knew that they would have to fight Germany one day. This led to the speech of Winston Churchill, where he told the public about the preparations which were made for the war.
We are in a very different position from that we were in 10 weeks ago. We are far stronger than we were 10 weeks ago. We are far better prepared to endure the worst malice of Hitler and his Huns than we were at the beginning of September. Our Navy is stronger. Our anti-U-boat forces are 3 times as numerous. Our Air Force is much stronger. Our army is growing in numbers and improving in training every day. It may, of course, be that at any time violent and dire events will open. If so, we shall confront them with fortitude. If not, we shall profit to the full by the time at our disposal. But General Goering, and he is one of the few Germans who has been having a pretty good time for the last few years, General Goering says that we have been spared so far because Nazi Germany is so humane. They cannot bear to do anything, to hurt anybody. All they ask for is the right to live and to be let alone to conquer and kill the weak. Their humanity forbids them to apply severities to the strong. I shall not attempt to prophesy whether the frenzy of a cornered maniac will drive Herr Hitler into the worst of all his crimes. But this I will say, without a doubt, that the fate of Holland and Belgium, like that of Poland, Czechoslovakia and Austria, will be decided by the victory of the British Empire and the French Republic. As the Nazis look out tonight from their blatant flattering, panoplied Germany, they cannot find one single friendly eye in the whole circumference of the globe. Not one. The great English-speaking republic across the Atlantic Ocean makes no secret of its sympathies, or I may add, of its self-questionings. And the United States translates these sentiments into action of a character which anyone may judge for himself. The whole world is against Hitler and Hitlerism. Men of every race and clime feel that this monstrous apparition stands between them and the forward move which is their due and for which the age and the times are ripe. It may well be that the final extinction of a baleful domination will pave the way to a broader solidarity of all the men in all the lands than we could ever have planned if we had not marched together through the fire.
The chance of Great Britain and the Allied forces to strike against Nazi Germany had come on the famous D-Day, where the plan known as Operation Overlord came into action. This was a direct assault against the coast of the Normandy, where the German forces had their main defenses. Great Britain's most important role was to provide outposts, equipment and strategic information due to the fact that it was near the target area. This helped the Allies to assault Nazi Germany and its Axis powers, which then turned the tide in the Second World War.
Boom, 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 boom. Ich schieß dich einfach ab. Leg dich einfach flach. Nimm dich mit zu mir. Steck dich in mein Haus. Boom, 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 boom. Ich mag, wie du dich bewegst. Her und her auf meinem Flur. Wenn du zu mir sprichst. In dieser süßen Art. Ich mag es, ich mag das. Oh yeah. Sprich zu mir. Beweg dich her.
Operation Overlord was a success. The Allied forces pushed back the Axis powers and were able to retake Paris. This and the Battle of Stalingrad was the mark of success, which then later on resulted in the fall of Nazi Germany and Adolf Hitler, who committed suicide. Due to the large contribution of Great Britain to Operation Overlord, they were able to take down Nazi Germany and to make a better country out of Germany, which has a crappy military to date and will most likely not oppose a threat in near future.
Boom, 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 boom. Ich schieß dich einfach ab. Leg dich einfach flach. Nimm dich mit zu mir.